Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spirit Island Saturday. It is the stream on Saturdays where we play Spirit Island, very cleverly named by Lou Dolphin once upon a time. Uh, but it's always a good time. Tonight, we have myself, John, aka Migrant P. We've got below me, Seamus, the Hug Monster.
Hello.
And next to him, Jeff Duggan. Welcome back.
Thank you much, and in the words of the late and very great Minnie Pearl, howdy!
Yeah, so we're going to play some Spirit Island as we are wont to do. We'll, of course, mention that Handelabra Games, the developer of this game, believes in civil rights for everyone, Black Lives Matter, and trans rights. Anyone actively working against these things is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So play nice and be excellent to one another.
And party on, dudes!
I know you've got that part when you're here, Jeff. the late great George Carlin.
Actually, no. Seamus is also old enough to have seen that right when it came out.
What?
Yeah, but was
The
that
Legends Excellent Adventure?
I am old enough to have seen it when it came out. I never did. I've never seen it.
I feel like it wouldn't have hit that well in Europe, right? Like it's very
It
American. Oh, did it?
It
Okay.
did hit particularly well. I know plenty of people who love that movie. It's just I'm not a big comedy fan. I like films that are in part funny, but if you're dedicating it to being funny, then a lot
Yeah.
of the humor falls flat on me, or it's just cringy, and you're going, I don't want to watch this.
I mean, you could watch it as if they're being serious, and that would be a whole new way to watch it. So, all right, so let's get to the game. Also, I should see who is watching. Welcome, Jeff McCuff, Cuddle of the Light, and anyone else lurking. We are going to play a new game, I think, unless you want to go for the quick play challenge.
No, let's go with a new game.
Okay. We will be the architects of our own demise. 3 boards and spirits. Let's go anything. Any adversary preference? No France just yet.
Oh. I've been looking forward to eating France.
It'll be soon. Not well, it could be next week. Who knows? We're working on things. I think we did Sweden last week.
We did Sweden the last time I played.
So maybe that wasn't last week. I don't remember what last week was.
Last week was the game with Take Walk. I wasn't here either.
Oh, right. I think last week we just did no adversary but scenario, maybe. Something like that.
I think so. You got the Earl's Heart? No, Rituals of Terror.
Rituals of Terror. I was thinking
Speaking of scenarios, no Powers Long Forgotten in yet?
No, none of the new scenarios are available just yet, but those are also in progress. We were talking about how England makes Guard the Isles harder than it is normally. We could try that if we were up for it.
Yep.
Because England's like, you're going to build there. I mean, England at least level 1 probably, this level 2 makes it, and even level 3. I don't know how high up you want to go.
I think 1 or 2 if we're throwing the scenario in on top of that.
Sure. So no high immigration, but they do get extra buildings to begin with, and the classic.
They get an extra city.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, because the town goes away, right? So that's true. All right. Well, that's reasonable mode. And we have a set of spirits to have been chosen.
I want Shrek.
You get Shrek. Seamus, any preference? I mean, feel free to change out, but I know you do love Ocean.
I do love Ocean. It kind of depends. So, John, who are you going to take?
If I want to pick a spirit that's going to be good at dealing with this setup, I would probably go with lightning. I'm happy to stick with serpent though, because serpent's actually pretty good at blowing up buildings and stuff, but not necessarily good at like dealing with stuff happening early in the game.
Yeah.
And keeper should
just
start
that
on
you-
one of the boards with the jungles in the middle.
In that case, with this configuration, you're probably better off doing that.
Well, either way, the highest numbered
Uh,
jungle, right?
Yes.
Yes. Um, just generally best. If you have a choice of board for ocean, D is the best board
That's
for
fair.
ocean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine like taking these spirits. If you want to play ocean, I'm happy to play serpent, or vice versa.
The other possibility with those two is I take green
Sure.
and just accelerate the pair of you.
Either
that would
way.
actually be a better option.
Green also does a fairly good job of being able to block unopportune builds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. And yeah, I'll stick with serpent and serp away. Okay, make sure we've got branch of claw on. Yeah, so we will go ahead. And I'll turn the land numbers on once I get a second as well.
And we start exploring into sands. Ooh.
And there is a sand in the middle that will be an inner land. And all the towns disappear after they explore. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the land numbers on if that's all right. Can I have the mouse?
Yep, sorry.
We'll turn land numbers, and otherwise, go ahead, Seamus. All right, this is our bonus presence in the inner land.
Mm-hmm.
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
That's actually quite big for serpent.
Yeah, because it actually doesn't have presence there to begin with, which is nice, and gets to 2 card plays on the first turn. And also we get bonus powers, so I might be able to start playing major powers on the first turn. So might keeper too, by the way.
Ooh, terrifying nightmares. Ooh, terrifying.
And infested Ackfires. Pretty good. Hey, look. Plus range. Actually, Confounding Mist is really nice for the inner lands.
Ooh,
Grant Hatred.
nice.
And Sky Stretches. Cool. All right. Let the wacky game commence. So we don't lose if they have a town there this turn. The first turn we're safe. But if we don't deal with it in the slow phase, obviously, we lose.
Yes. I think that our immediate best shot for doing that is probably going to be... Oh, that's one way. I was about to say it's probably going to be Serpent going and rousing an anger on it.
You may argue over who gets Gift of Proliferation.
Well, for what it's worth, John, in the event that you intend to use Absorb Essence this turn, you may absolutely nom on me, because I'm going to have to put it into...
Right.
Into that same spot anyway.
Well, not... well, because Perfolate lets you get around a little easier too, right?
I meant the one that I'm going to have to use as part of growth.
Right, your growth one. Yeah. All right, you want to go next, Jeff, or shall I?
I can do it.
Okay.
I also have presents up for nomming if you need it, John.
Right. Yeah, you both tend to have extra.
Hmm. I'm thinking for a second.
I could let you use that in the slow phase to send all the stuff away from the inner land if you want it. But that's one interesting thing we can do off the bat. There's also,
Oh,
of
we could
course,
also-
like the rest of the board to worry about.
Yeah, and there's also just plain using that fast and pushing
Mhm.
both of the explorers out. There are no adjacent towns right now.
No, yeah, that's true. They just won't build.
I'm thinking about that, but I think I'm going to grab a minor power right now. See what we get.
Or Veil the Night's Hunt. Just have them be killed by the Dahan. Also works.
Yes, it is. The only thing that Veil the Night's Hunt won't let me do right off the bat.
Yeah, it doesn't
Is-
have your elements.
Doesn't. Yeah, it's not going to let me go Spreading Wilds.
If I absorb you, you can have an any.
That's true.
So that gets a wild somewhere.
Yep, even if it does it without pushing explorers. That might be worth it right now.
Cool. So that takes care of the inner town. And we can, also deal with other things. Okay. Add presence to a land without blight.
Although if you're going to gain a power card, do you want to gain it first?
I probably won't.
Okay.
Find a spot where defending is good. Here, I guess. Has to be no blight, so.
Could also have been it could also have been Sacred Site where you
Yeah.
in the wetland you started in.
Yeah, I'll absorb you so you get to add wilds.
Yep.
And then what else will I do? I don't know that this is really needed this turn.
No.
So would someone else want to play a card they already have or gain a power card? Actually, that would let you get your elements too.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
So I can give you a gift of flowing power since you have lots of energy. And yeah, I have one hit of Rouse and Anger, but nothing else, which is fine.
Okay, so who was getting the gift of proliferation?
Don't think anyone's going to complain about it.
Yeah. John's got 3 out of let's see. John's got 3 out of 5 available presents down on the board right now.
It'll be 3 out of 7 in a second.
True.
Or, yeah. Why don't you Perflate Keeper, because I'm going to take presents.
Someone keep it
yeah.
shortly.
Yeah.
Okay, so range 1 from me. I think right now I'm gonna pop into there as a way to circumvent my blight restriction.
That's going to
John,
let you
if
get an explorer out of a land too if you want. Yeah, so absorb from the big stack
Yep.
and take your pick. You will get a card play as well, so
Yep.
which I will give you right now.
Okay.
Unless you want water and fire, but it seems unlikely.
Water and fire don't do me any good this turn. There are other turns where the fire will do me good. But
We're just giving gifts everywhere, all around the table.
when we hit the slow phase, who wants a new power card?
We all have so many power cards, so it's kind of like...
True.
I'd actually take it.
I think I'd give it to green because green needs the energy more than I do, or you
Fair.
do.
Yeah.
Wetlands are not in the inner, so that's good.
Nope.
So I'll be able to defend D4 and D4 and 7 with Aegis pretty easily.
I'm going to say, can you do that from A5? Because I can push the town out of...
Out of D4? Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine too.
And Creepstone, Mortar has no effect this turn.
Yeah, unless there was a land where we both... Is there... Wait. Push the town into the land where we both are.
I do 1 damage and then you do 1 damage?
Yep. We are the combo of Plink.
There you go.
Plink, plonk. First town destroyed.
Okay. Seamus, get an energy and a power card of your choice.
Yay. I'm going to take minor. Ooh.
I see 2 really good options for you.
Absorb and inflame.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The only thing about absorb is I'm always going to be able to hit that. Which I think means it's probably better off to do that so we get some early blight control, because I suspect we're going to need it. Which means I can make both your ability to play presence a whole lot more useful. Because I believe you both have restrictions of not being able to play where there's blight.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Okay. Thoughts and strategizings?
For spreading wilds?
Yes.
I don't think you can reach any lone wetlands.
Except I have an heir.
Oh, so you
I have
can.
extra range.
They're not building in that C8 right now, then. Or they won't, right? If you push away, because there aren't enough buildings nearby.
Correct.
So that one's good.
Okay, I don't have range to D3. It would not stop A5.
Yeah, A5's building anyway.
So then I think that we put that.
And C5 has blight.
Here. Yep. And make him go to a place he's going to go anyway, or where they're going to be building anyway.
Yeah, that sounds fine. And a place where green is.
Okay. I need to place 3 presents this turn, don't energy to pull that off, so...
You could still move it around, though.
Yeah. Do any of you guys need Blight moved out of the way for next turn?
I don't think so. There's
Right now, I don't either.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that gets
In
you
that
your
case-
second level. That gets you a repeat on your Creeper's Tear, too.
Ooh, that would be good.
So you can kill a city where
Actually,
you will be.
getting it anyway. No. Let's defend 4. I don't have anywhere. Actually, I do have some I can reach that would actually take much to defend 4. Oh no, it's not defend 4 because I need the water as well.
Yep.
That's not going to hit the extra plant. It's just going to be 2, so I think I'm better off going with the aquifer so I can prevent a bill later.
Yep. And you get that moon, so.
Yep.
Okay. John, thinking ahead for a second. I think that if I pulse, I think that if you have a way to get rid of the Explorer fast, I might be able to keep A5 from building it all in addition.
Okay.
Because I think I can count a rain. I actually have enough energy thanks to the free presence placement that we got for the scenario to be able to. I think I can make the jump all the way up here to A3. And putting a sacred site there with you dropping Aegis.
Send the Dahan.
Yep. Get out of my swamp!
Get off my land!
Sure, that works.
But I suppose the question becomes, do you... Well, let's take a look. Sorry, I'm also taking it.
Oh, like in terms of me getting rid of the
Can you get rid
Explorer?
of the Explorer fast?
That won't work because there's no blight. I can let someone get a power card.
You could conceivably get a power card yourself.
Yeah.
As part of growth.
Yeah, that's true. So I can look for a power card. Do you want me to look for? I can look for that first, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of what I'm wondering.
Sure. Is there a good land
Worst
for?
case,
I'm wondering if there's a
not
land
really
for this.
yet.
Not really. Yeah. Well, there's here, but it's not. It's going to be empty. So. Yeah, in terms of fast things, getting rid of explorers, miners are usually okay. Steam vents, let's go. No steam vents. No fast.
Nothing fast.
Well, I do have this though, but I don't have enough card plays, so it won't matter. So I guess I'm picking one of these cards for some reason. Are you getting a power card if you're taking this, right? So maybe you have a way.
Yep.
Also, so why don't you take a look? Lure of the Unknown.
That'll do it.
And great elements, too. Not great, but good elements for you. Notably plant and fire. And air.
Yes, because I can actually turn around and then lure him back up into A7 to commit suicide by Dahan.
Yeah. With Sky Stretches, I can let you use your innate fast as well, right? So that is another option.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to... I wasn't positive that I was going to have the range for it. But... 1...
Yeah, this is a really good presence track time for a keeper. It's like
Oh,
turn 2, 5 energy and 2 card plays. You could have had 3 card plays if you needed. Like,
the third card play is what I was debating.
mm.
And then for purposes of some punishment. Okay.
Cool.
Now I'm good.
All right. This is good for the inland. Yeah, I don't mind it. Is there a land I don't know if I would play it this turn. Well, gonna use Aegis and then another card. So there's nothing super critical. We're probably not relying on this turn. Or even...
I don't need it.
Yeah. Is there anything that would be helpful for you, Seamus, if I could let you use a slow power fast or vice versa? Like aquifers, you could add disease to a wetland. Maybe this one?
Yes.
I've got that one under control.
Okay. Oh, it's range 0 also, so yeah. Not the greatest.
Actually, yes, that would help a bit.
Right now, what I think I'm planning to do with... is my method of control for land 5 on my board is to use Confounding Mists there next time.
This one here?
Yes.
Right, for the defense. Right.
It has a defend 4 option.
Right.
At which point it probably makes sense to go with Flow Like Water, because that will also let it hit its threshold.
Right, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm just looking at these powers. I think I might take just the Add Beasts one. Unless we have a good spot for Pact of the Joined Hunt. There's another one I'm looking at. But it's like gather Dahan into one of their lands and then damage. And there are like some explorers in the middle, but they're not doing anything, right? So it's not... We just aren't actually where things are happening. So
Something else that might... no, actually, you're better off getting Prowling Panthers than Pack of the Joint Hunt.
yeah, I think Prowling Panthers add some beasts to the world.
And get beasts to them on stuff.
Yeah. And let's go up the energy track now. So I'm going to play that to defend these two. And
we're just plain going to eat some blight out in the sands, I think.
Yeah, down here. Down here, that's fine.
I can only push defend 2 into C2, so...
Yeah. I can give maybe Keeper a minor power, and maybe you get a defend card for one of those.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
I'm just going to spread somewhere where they're going to build, or at least have buildings that I can blow up, but they're actually not building a lot. I guess here. Why not? It's my board. I should take care of it.
Yep, but they're not building a...
Yeah, I know, but at least there's something I can attack. Potentially. Someday. Okay. That's it. So I'll give the gift of Primeval Deeps, and we'll see what we get over here. Looks like not those things. So
no.
Whatever you want. And you can play it this turn if you want.
has all of those elements, costs nothing, and cares about sacred sites.
And gives you the second level of your innate.
Yeah, although I'm not going to need it this time.
Okay. I'm just going to quickly overgo it a night here. And then... Oh no, that isn't within range of me anyway.
Yeah, there's nowhere where it really does anything.
Yep.
I will go ahead and use the Aegis right here.
And embarrass everybody with the amount of defend you throw out.
Hey, Green, have some energy.
Woohoo!
Then we're going to
Come here to the wonderful sands.
As it is often joked about in my local group, come commit suicide by Dahan. Then, thinking about innerland proximity, I think that is where I want to put a wild.
Two blights, not bad.
I am allowing the builds.
And they explore the jungle after all.
They didn't explore two jungles. And we have a command beast.
Yeah, so Command Beast deals with C4. And we just have one explorer. Oh, I guess they're building in C4 anyway. They won't if we defend, though, right? C5.
Right. And punish those who trespass.
City.
Punish those who trespass is going to take care of that.
Oh
too.
yeah, you also you got things.
Right.
I have plans.
So do we have anywhere we don't want there to be blight at the moment where there is blight?
What do you mean?
Aquifer's going to let you clean
That's
that up?
not what Aquifers does. It makes more grossness. It doesn't remove grossness. I mean, adding disease is nice, so there's a place we can do that.
Mountain or wetland where you have presence.
That's not a mountain or wetland.
Good point. We'll put it there. Okay.
Okay, I have Rouse and Anger ×2, but I don't... Actually, no, I can also push a town from a land. But I'm not in a town with... Or in a land with a town, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you still want to pick a place to use it, because 2 fear.
Yeah. So I will.
Okay. Punish you.
Oh yeah, then you can Spreading Wilds the other one, if you want.
Yes. Yes, I can. small number of big problems is better than a large number of small problems.
Yep. So inner lands are safe as long as you defend that C5, I believe. That's the only place that has too many buildings nearby, so. And then there won't be. Unless there was an event. Not yet. Couldn't be complacent if there were events.
Okay. I am reclaiming this turn, so I'll be getting a power card.
Go for it.
Okay.
If you like Guardian Serpents, I would be happy to have it. This turn.
None of these are great for my elements. Yeah, I can do Guardian
I'll
Serpents.
say, nature's resilience is fabulous for the cleanup.
I don't think we have a blight problem.
It's not a problem so much as right now there's a little corner of the board that it's going to be harder to deal with.
So, again, the argument for who wants proliferation.
Yeah, this time around, John might have a bigger benefit from it.
Yeah. Can you do the card you just picked up, if possible? Because that would let me defend A2.
You wanted
Guardian Serpents.
I'll just
Okay.
make a sacred site there, and then that land's taken care of, and I'll kill the city as well.
Let me think. In which case, there won't be gift of proliferation this turn. Sorry, no. That's still giving me eating. I can still eat that town. Yeah, no, I'm good with those.
Okay. Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. I'm sorry, doing a little looking.
So there's no ravaging new build on my board this turn. There's no build in C4.
Yeah, the inner lands are safe because of C5 being defended.
Yep.
Okay, and I've got a sacred site there anyway.
Okay. Yeah, it's not needed, but
Yeah, the piece I'm now starting to look at is sort of out here on the outskirts of my board.
yeah, if they pull sands, then that becomes more trouble.
Yep.
No,
And so
it doesn't.
I'm starting to try to look with ways to deal with it. Because right now I don't have any blight cleanup options. There's not... Actually, Veil could be forget fodder.
You could add more blight.
No.
Savage transformation going fast would be really fun. I don't know if it actually does anything this turn, but like, you can imagine How good that would be. Change 2 builds into 2 beasts.
Yeah, I'd have a hard time hitting the threshold.
Yeah.
I'll also have a hard time hitting the threshold on sea monsters, but that's really what I'm leaning toward.
Sea monsters is fun.
Quite. We are gonna trade Veil for sea monsters. Like that. And then where do I want to push you?
Need a variation of the Dahan music for this particular thing where it's just like, nope, 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 nope. Don't want to be here.
Okay. Who would like extra range and in addition shuffling things around?
I don't really have invaders where I am. Extra range is helpful for my innate, but it is also helpful for green. And for you as well. So
it is currently irrelevant to me. My 2 powers are targeting spirits this turn.
Okay.
you have an innate power, though.
Yes, and I have plenty of stuff to numb on with it.
Sure. Yeah, if you have a good target for sea monsters.
Either of these 2 coastal lands is what I'm thinking of. And right this minute, I think the answer is we're gonna do that. And okay, so it seems like nobody needs flow like water.
I don't think so this turn, anyway.
Actually,
You get the threshold on it. I'm not sure what it does.
lets you move Blighton cities as well.
Oh, right. Lets you move cities. Yeah.
I'd get the threshold. Nope, I think we're just gonna do this.
Tiring Wrath is pretty good for C2.
Actually, I was thinking I was gonna. Yeah. I was thinking I might do Towering Wrath in C1, combined with Punish Those Who Trespass.
Right. Well, we'll see what. I mean, they're going to escalate probably too, or they might not. So we'll see by the slow phase what happens.
They're probably gonna escalate.
I get an any element. That's fun. And I could try to find a better major. This one is fine. It's just a late game card, and it doesn't work well early game. I haven't played any of the cards besides my unique cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tend to find when playing Serpent, those cards are just too good to not play.
Unlock the gates of deepest power. I played that last game with Serpent too. It's pretty great. Also,
Serpent
Volcanic Eruption.
You don't have any presence in mountains right now, though.
I mean, right now. Can't play it this turn anyway. Unlock the Gates is pretty rad.
And Serpent has a much easier time hitting it than almost anybody else.
Yeah. Sure. Let's forget this one I'm probably not going to play.
And
And
sorry, I'm just thinking. Yeah, no, you've got most of your.
I'm close. I'm actually very close to hitting.
You're just one grass off.
Yeah, I have an any element, right? So I'm one element away
Yep.
with these two cards. It's hilarious. I don't think I need to play this card. I'll play this one instead, unless there's a reason that we want to play Sky Stretches. Just do we want to use anything fast or vice versa?
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay, then I will add beasts or destroy things.
Actually, oh no, you're better off adding beasts because we have command beasts up anyway. So
Yeah. All right, I'll go ahead with unlock the gates first. Who would like a major power without having to forget?
that's probably better off going on Shrek. And now I'm sad.
Yeah.
You can get the next one, but it won't be that card.
Yep.
Oh, that's right, because you are allowed to forget.
Yes, you may forget, because Frenzy really wants to. Because Frenzy wants to get infinites.
Okay. I believe you said John was getting Gift of Proliferation this turn.
I am happy to.
I think it's a bigger boost for him right now than it is for me.
Yeah, it gets him as Reclaim 1. Or the water element if he needs it.
Yeah, I don't need the water right now. I'll get basically either one anyways next turn. So I want to go somewhere where there's going to be... Well, I don't actually have that many. I only have 1 damage. But actually, 1 damage is exactly correct for there.
You also haven't used your any yet.
Oh, that's true. So I could have 2 damage. But destroying that city is probably worthwhile. I can set up somewhere to Aegis next turn if needed, though. Like maybe try to defend this spot.
I'd say that'd be over on board D, and actually you placing in D5 might not be bad because it gets around your blight restriction.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like a very central land.
You grabbed it off your water, though.
It doesn't matter where you take it from.
Okay.
He's taking the one next turn, so
Yeah.
True.
he doesn't have a choice about which one to take next turn.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
And you wanted Guardian Serpents as well, John.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Snakes. Snakes for snake. I just realized it's like I really want the
Snake for
Guardian
snake
Serpents.
god.
I need my children. And I don't think we need that this turn.
No.
So we can save it. Cool.
You've got your any if you want it yet.
I don't need it yet.
Okay.
Green's gonna green. We have the 2 places defended. Yes, the damage can go. I guess if I take that... I didn't end up going anywhere where they have buildings, so I'll hit the Explorer and then finish off the city with my power. May as well use the damage. Double jungle. This is your board, Seamus. They do not build. I think the wetland is fine. Because I'm blowing up the city, and I can push the town away anyways, if it matters, which it won't. That is a jungle party for you, Jeff.
Yes, it is.
Are you okay down there? Or does, Big Brother Green have to come down and, sort it all out?
I think some things are about to happen down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just oh, wait, there's two major powers there going, hmm.
Effectively.
Yeah, I guess I can do my little things over here.
Yay, our first fear card.
Yay. And I don't have to push him, and I honestly rather not. So stay where you are. Add beast, or if target land has beast, destroy a town. Is there a candidate for that I can reach?
Where you just looked.
Oh, if I had pushed it here.
No, but A2. You just put a beast in there.
It's not a mountain or jungle.
Oh, right, sorry.
But I could add a beast into here, alternatively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is probably better. I don't know.
Short term, yes.
Let's take the short term option. Gain 1 energy. Okay. All done. Take it away, Jeff.
All right.
Oh, Jeff got energy for that as well.
Yes, I did. Okay. We'll start with punish. I was originally thinking that I was going to use sea monsters to wipe out C2. And just keep it and completely prevent it from being something that could become a threat.
Okay.
Towering Wrath can do that too. Because it's exactly 4 damage, right?
Yeah. But I might need it.
I think having the beast in the jungle is valuable.
Because I can still Spreading Wilds.
Well, if we're thinking of command beasts next turn, you don't have to send that guy out, right?
Okay. Are we thinking of then I guess let me ask, are we thinking of command beasts next turn?
I think it's a good idea because we do have beasts in 3 jungles now that can do some damage where they are.
And it will prevent me losing a presence.
Well, they only do 1 damage. Where would they lose? Where would that happen?
C4 to prevent the build.
Well, or like Jeff can prevent the build by doing that right now.
Yeah. We have multiple choices about how to prevent the build in C4.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like command beasts next turn based on the board state, so that like
I think you might be better off putting a wilds into C5.
I can't.
is blight.
Oh, there's blight there. C3.
I mean, C1 you could send an explorer away too. Or is it like a number of explorers?
1 explorer per 2 suns, so right now I can do 1. But actually the other thing that would be nice little shenanigans here is I might use my 1 presence placement next turn. Because yeah, I'm going to be sufficiently out of energy I won't be able to do fun little shenanigans. But I might use my one presence placement to put a sacred site in C5.
Brings them to Han.
Well, kind of split them up
Okay.
because
Oh yeah, Ravage
then,
takes care of C4 as well, right? So
yes. So
yeah, maybe we don't want command beasts then. So we can keep it in our
Well,
pocket, but
let's see. For right now, I'm doing this, trying to stay on top of, kind of trying to stay on top of this corner where there's a whole bunch of blight and I'm just kind of boxed in. It does right now mean I'm going to have trouble dealing with A3.
yeah, I'm sure we can manage A3. I can always reclaim for defense if needed.
You'll have reclaim one anyway.
Yeah. So it's not something we can't deal with.
I think
And
I'm
if
gonna
all
put my
else-
Wild there.
So we're gonna plan to command beasts so that takes care of C1 then. Because C1 has 2 damage in it right now.
Might depend on the power. Might depend on the power card that I pick up.
Sure. Why don't you do that if you're gonna green one?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a minor.
They do not build.
Actually, the two I'm looking at are Sap the Strength of Multitudes and Renewing Rain.
Mm-hmm. The blight in the sands is the thing you care about.
Yeah. But Sap the Strength actually gives me an off chance at being able to trigger the threshold on sea monsters.
Oh, that's true. And you could just play it in there this turn, right? So
Yeah.
Easily.
So I can...
If we didn't want to command beasts. Command beasts is like a potion. You got to save them until the end of the game and never use them.
More energy or play all the cards.
The answer this time is energy because I want to be able to get back onto the double growth track.
We could also command beasts to generate 7 fear. 6 fear? 6 fear.
2, 3.
Okay.
5, 6.
All of the beasts are in lands with invaders, which is honestly very rare for me when I'm playing with beast stuff. They always happen to kill all the enemies.
Usually when I'm playing with beasts, we've got we always play with events, so
Yeah, right.
Very rarely.
So that's 6 fear right now with command beasts is not too bad as well as an option. All right, go ahead, Seamus. Or unless you're not, unless you're not done. Sorry.
I've got one more card play.
Take your card play.
Because I did just realize that Flow Like Water could become a way to deal with A3, at least this turn.
Right.
Okay, so do you have your 2 jungles under control, A3 and C1? Or
I think I have all of my jungles under control.
Okay. That means I'm free to deal with my one.
I don't have. I mean, A3 is on my board. I don't know why Jeff's over here.
Because I have presence there.
You teleported over. I'll just do whatever. Snake stuff.
I can't afford terrifying nightmares this turn.
I mean, you can if you don't play Overgrow.
Yeah, but why would I not play Overgrow?
So you can play Terrifying
suppose.
Nightmares. That's why.
But I can't reach the threshold this turn. So I want to set up for as much as I can do. Ooh.
Defend 4 and remove Blight. Well, you don't really need a Sacred Site in that land now because you just defend it.
Yeah, but I could do blight removal. Okay, go ahead, John.
All right. I will, I don't know, reclaim a card. Doesn't everyone's dealing with everything? I don't need to do anything, so I'll just go in places. Places with buildings for me to attack. That's probably the main thing. How about this place? And I like energy. And I am at my limit, so I must absorb.
You can numb off me this turn.
All right. I guess I'll do that now. I also have this, so someone can have this. Feel free. Which presents would you like me to take?
You can take D6.
D6.
Jungle on my board.
And you can choose an element.
Moon, please.
So you could have had 4
All
moon.
the numbing.
Could you with that? I don't know. Maybe not.
Actually, yes, but I hadn't thought about that. But this just means I'm now eating a city this turn as well.
So I could give this to myself if no one wants it to let me like use my attack in the fast phase, or if someone wants it, you can have it. Like if you want to use a slow power fast or vice versa. If you have a better use for it, because like I could do it, just like
Actually, yes.
won't really do much.
No, wait, that's repeat, and it's only 1 power, isn't it? Yeah, no, I can't use it on fast creepers, Terran to mortal. Oh wait, no. When you speed up a power, when you speed up the repeats as well, don't you?
I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the answer is yes.
There you go. Then D2 will be cleared out and they won't even build. Success.
Depends on.
Depends on.
Oh, wait, there's 2 guys there.
On whether he was planning to block it or defend it.
I'll defend it.
I
Okay.
assumed he's defending it when I made that statement.
All right. Who wants to get entwined?
The range on it, or using people's. Actually, using other people's. Using your presence, I can get rid of the blight in Wetlands 5, if that's useful for you. Or anywhere else around there.
I thought you were
That's
using your blight removal. I thought you were using your defense instead of blight removal.
Using infested aquifers.
That's not blight removal. I don't know why you keep thinking it is. The card that you didn't choose is blight removal.
Ah, sorry.
Oh.
Okay. My apologies. Doesn't matter then. Then it's the power card. I don't know. Does John want the extra?
I mean, I'm going to reclaim so I don't need power this turn necessarily, like for that reason. So if you're planning to not reclaim, then you getting a power card would be valuable, right?
I was looking at going, okay, I'm claiming next turn because I have way more card plays than I have cards at the moment. But
But if you gain a card with
that's
this, you
3 cards.
have the option, right, to not reclaim.
Yeah,
Done.
my new power.
Look at those moons.
Yes. And I'm looking at Shadows of the Burning Forest and going, that's nice fear for free.
And also powers up your innate.
Yeah.
Very strongly.
Unless, Jeff had a reason to say, no, I want that over you.
No, I'm briefly torn between Poisoned Dew for the fire, which is the thing I've been having a hard time drafting this game, or Entrancing Apparitions for the defend next turn.
There's not much going to be left in jungles next turn.
The advantage of Poison Dew is the fact that you get to kill explorers.
Yes.
No love for steam vents.
Well, I'll say there is also that each of those places are kind of two of these 3 jungles that I've got here are going to be problematic this time or next turn anyway.
What two? There's only one that's building.
And A3. England.
I mean, A3 is on my board, but yeah. It's my jungle.
Okay. Sorry, I have presence there. I got a little proprietary. But I
Really?
think I'm
Shrek got proprietary over his land. Who'd have thought it?
It's mine.
So I think I'm going to flow like water. And I'm going to push from here over into A2. I'm going to push 1 presence.
You trying to take over my swamps too?
We're going to bring them all along for the ride.
Doesn't that make you the prince? Pushing all the things into the swamp. And where do I want to put presents this turn? Not too bothered. Oh,
Looks like it's time to forget that card.
I'll still keep it around because it's still good fear generation.
It's pretty expensive fear, but yeah.
Generation, but
All right, we have 2 fear cards.
Let's see what we get.
Free damage. Win 3 lands with Dahan. This one and this one are already dead. This one's already dead. Oh, it's different lands.
So, can you do the wetlands at the top of the board for me, please?
Okay. There's
A2
not.
seems like knocking an explorer out of A2 isn't going to hurt.
Yeah, could also like ping a town. If we ping a town, it doesn't do anything, but it might with the next fear card. So I don't know if that's worth it or not. I guess there's really only 2 lands where anything happens, right? C2 and A2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's more like what do we click on in those lands?
Kill the explorers.
Yeah, like
down in C2, I think we kill an explorer.
Yeah. A2 is like, there is potentially some value to pinging a town, but not for sure. Whereas killing Explorer, like, for sure is good. So, I guess an Explorer. And this one, seek safety.
Push an explorer into a land with more buildings than whence it came.
Yeah. There's really only these guys and these guys, like the guys who are dead already, are options. They don't know they're dead, but they are. So these two guys, send them over here
Yeah.
to the coast, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless we can send them into their death somewhere, but I don't think we can.
Yeah.
We could send one down here with like chaining him, but I don't.
No, they can't. They have to go into land with.
Oh right,
tons
he can
buildings.
only go there anyways. So yeah. And then skip because they're dead. So
Yeah.
yeah. At least that one is May, which is nice. And I think we want to allow ravages.
Again.
Yes.
And they build in 2 jungles.
Export set.
So they escalated automatically into the wetlands there. And now it is your choice, Jeff. Which of your fun lands would you like to have built in? Maybe build a town instead of a city, but no good choice.
No, there's not. I probably have to reclaim next turn. So given that, I think one of the best options is probably...
You do have more damage in that land than, like, the jungle, so...
Yep.
Though, I guess actually with sea monsters, you have a lot of damage in the jungle. Because there's a beast there already. And they don't even explore into the inner land, so take that.
Yeah, Sea Monsters is slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a range of 2 to add a wilds to a land that has no blight and no explorers. What I think I am likely to do with it is probably drop it in either C1 or in A3.
Oh, actually, A3 could be taken care of since you're entwined. The 2 of you, Fields Choked, can push that town out of there. It's an option. Then A3, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
There's not actually a lot of towns on the board, like at all. Just kind of
Actually,
interesting.
if you were gonna, Seamus, if you were gonna use that one, I think I'd actually say use it in C1 instead. Wait, no, because then he's pinned in by the sands. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I think A3 is a little better because, like, you can just like Enticing Splendor away or something, right? That guy, if you want. I guess you could Enticing Splendor the guy away from A3 too, so into the mountain. So there's different options.
Sorry, I was looking at pushing it into A2.
Yeah, I think A2 is fine. Like, there's a bunch of guys there, but I'm also there and like murdering them. So pushing towns and stuff into my land is sort of a meat grinder. Just fine. Also might be able to prevent a build in a sand somewhere. Though maybe, actually, yeah, with it. Well, no, we just don't have presence in the sands really very much, do we?
Um,
Oh, but you
John,
also, you have sky stretches, so you can reach coastal sands if you wanted to prevent builds or do things. Like you have range +3 to coastal lands. So like you can hit every coastal land on the board with any power.
yeah, but he can do that anyway because he's in twine power with me.
No, when I say you, I mean Seamus.
Oh, right, okay. Um,
I don't know
so
if there's
where
a
the
place where that makes sense, but I guess we don't have any disease left on the board, do we?
So putting disease somewhere.
But it's only mountain wetlands, so it's just like somewhere.
A2 and D3 are the logical candidates to me.
Oh, right, that's true because of escalation, right? Yeah, the places that like they're threatening to get too many buildings in.
Yep.
And then I can do 1 damage somewhere if there's anywhere that's going to be useful.
If you do it in A2, we can destroy the city together. So
That's the one place I can't.
are you?
One of the few places I can't do.
Why don't you try it? Why don't you try it? I gave you sky stretches to shore.
Oh, you did. Okay.
That's what
Why
I
do you
was
want-
talking about. On the
Bless,
city.
My brain is apparently not working completely.
It's all right. It's late. It's late for you. The city. Then we can destroy the city together.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna gain a plant because gaining another element there doesn't really do anything. We can awaken power. We all get energy.
Woohoo!
And here it can destroy a city thanks to Seamus. And generate lots of fear. So I can push a town.
I'm not sure there's anywhere that it's worth pushing it to.
Yeah, it just sort of
Okay.
enables them to build more in more places. So,
Yeah.
and they already have a disease here, so that can stay. Seems good.
Okay, so now I get to think about where I want to spreading wilds.
And you don't get to move explorers, just add wilds.
Yep. So as much as it means that we'd lose we'll lose the Dahan and C1 if we do the thing that feels like it's the best option, which is going to be to put the wilds there and then use Sacrosanct Wilderness.
Has to be a land without blight, doesn't it?
Correct.
A5 is probably our best option.
Just stop him from getting close.
Yeah.
We also have like lots of defend and even like moving towns options, right? So for the fast phase.
What hasn't gotten used by a single one?
Looks like a bug.
Probably because Creeper Stone the Mortal went fast.
Yeah, maybe. You can report it. Finish using powers still there, but we used all the powers. And this is even in a newer build than the beta testers have. So. All right, now we can talk about while we have 50 megabytes to upload. Just like pause the stream so it doesn't take up
And
my
now for a
upstream.
short intermission.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and buy some drinks and snacks. It is, yeah, I guess it only sends 2 turns worth of files, but since we have 3 players and we're doing so many things, there's actually a lot of files.
Particularly that last turn.
Yeah, so I could adjust that. Like, that logic is all based on, like, it's still based on, Sentinels, Midnight Dungeon, Eon's End, like, how much happens in 1 turn. But actually, in Spirit Island, so much more happens in 1 turn
Oh yeah.
than in the other games.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot.
Ooh, am I allowed to squee about the next Sentinels Kickstarter for the
The definitive edition. Sure.
Squee?
It looks pretty cool. Have you been playtesting it? Yeah, either of you, I guess? I'm not
No,
sure if you're...
I'm not on
I've
playtest
had-
for Sentinels.
I've had the option, but they started pushing things out to playtesters right as I was making the transition from old job to new job. So I have occasionally been able to look through files, but my ability to participate in the playtesting has been hampered by a combination of pandemic and the old many having decided that TTS was one of the things that it was going to throw its hands up about.
All right, go ahead, Jameis. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think Christopher's doing a Ask Me Anything session on YouTube sometime this
Monday,
week.
is it?
So, is it Monday? It's sometime. I can't remember the date, but probably in the afternoon, which will be the evening for you, Seamus.
Yeah, usually their letters page recordings have been Friday.
Yeah, it was in their announcement. So, on that greaterthangames.com new website. Grow through sacrifice. I want that card. Like, look at that card and look at Serpent's elements. It's
Yes.
like,
Yep.
perfect. It's the perfect card.
On the other hand, it does allow me to get more people playing.
I mean,
their presence.
It's also the perfect elements for green and fire, like whatever fire. But like, I mean, it's not perfect. Like, you do need an earth maybe for some reason sometimes, but you don't actually. Yeah, just play all the cards.
I'm just looking. There's only one place that's going to ravage this turn. So I'm going to kill something. I don't have the extra fee for that. Are you going to absorb essence this turn, John?
Probably.
In which case, I'm probably going to eat mine, and I'll get the kicker for Terrifying Nightmares.
Sure. All right. Go ahead.
If you're wanting to use it to prevent nastier stuff, C6 looks like it's an awfully tempting target for that.
C6. Oh yeah, push everything out to the out into the jungle.
Right now I was thinking wetland because I'm not sure I can defend the jungle that hard.
Okay.
But
you do have your defend 6 available if you reclaim.
I would say 5.
Oh, 5, yeah. You have 10 cards in your discard pile. That's the first time I've seen that have 2 digits in an actual game and not a frenzy screenshot.
Oh, no.
So should we just assume that whenever you say it's the first time I've seen, there's a kicker of except for frenzy?
Yeah. Oh, always. Yeah. Frenzy's screenshots on the beta board are legend.
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay.
I imagine when he sends a feedback, it's like 100 megabytes.
have anything here I'm willing to get rid of right now? Flow like water, maybe.
Yeah, you do have 13 energy to spend this turn.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna have 10 energy, I think.
Oh, right. If you pay for that. Well, then you could have 2 major powers that you gain this turn and play. Hey, Death Falls Gently. That one is now available for testing too. And look, it targets the lands you care about. I mean, the other powers are great as well. So
Accelerated Rot is slightly better for your elements.
but also
It's
it doesn't
better
hit
for my
sands.
elements. It's less good for the current board state.
Yeah.
Power Storm, on the other hand, could just be funny.
Yeah, Power Storm has no land restrictions.
Yeah, and it is so far what I think I'm leaning toward. Even if it ends up involving a reclaim. Because okay. I don't need you. Okay.
Oh, Frenzy is excited. Welcome, Frenzy. Did you also see that now you don't have to forget from Unlock the Gates? That has been changed as you noted. There's a skip button now.
Okay.
Jeff is starting to get a parabola of cards like Frenzy has.
Frenzy,
Yes.
the only question is, now that you see those new major powers, have you already worked out new ways to break the game for John to fix?
I think now he's worked them out on Board Game Geek. There's these threads where he's like goes through these ridiculous, like basically get every power in the game into your hands, and then you can do foolish things.
All right. For what it's worth, John.
Yep.
The other.
Did you get Sea Monsters Threshold?
No, but if you chose to nom me,
We're gonna make
That-
deals now.
So
if you chose to nom me, I could.
it's a case of, does the kicker for sea monsters, is the kicker for sea monsters better than just straight for fear?
You just
I was
need a
trying to move
water.
over so that we.
You need a water and an animal.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I would this time.
So you would need to play
having
something
said
else. I mean, you have waters for days, so.
Yes.
But I can give out, right, elements in other ways,
Yes.
such as water and moon. But I can't give out animal except by absorbing. So that is a thing.
That is a thing.
Reclaim cards. Weird. I guess I'll do that. Move a presence. I still only get 2 card plays. I will move into...
Oh, that's right. You're unlocking the Earth space this turn.
I'm going to move into one of these sands that they're going to probably try to build in, so I can blow them up. And yeah, we're adding presence to unlock the Earth space. Space.
C7?
Yeah, for the defense.
Yep, places you for Aegis.
I could be in here if that's preferable.
Depends
But-
on if I see monsters.
Yeah, if you're sea monstering, then C2 is gone. So that does the trick. So yeah. So I don't need to Aegis this turn. Jungle is fine. I want to absorb. And I want to give a moon to Seamus, assuming I can then give an animal to Jeff and you can work out your card plays. Do you want that? Or I can do something else?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, because I can back up out of Gift of Living Energy, and I can do that.
Okay.
And then yes, now I would just need the animal, and I still have 1 level's worth of Punish Those Who Trespass.
So then I'm going to give you Primordial Deep Seamus so you can...
Yep.
You still get to gain the minor power, then you also get to gain the elements instead of playing. Or, I mean, you could... Maybe you find one with the moon.
Yeah, if it's on the moon, I can play it as well. So.
Cool. And I still, sadly, can only play 2 cards. But that will soon change when I can play infinite cards. Any number of cards. Any amount of energy. That's what those mean, right?
Yep, pretty much. Okay, so, first thing I'm going to do...
Sure, I should use the gift first so then we can rewind, right? In case we change our minds.
That's true. Yep.
Okay, so the gift goes to the green, and look, moon.
Oh, call it down, wait, you say? Who on earth would ever want to play that? So I'm giving this to you. Do you need to absorb essence before you can play essence?
Oh, I think I do. Because I'm at my limit of 8.
Yes.
So I'm absorbing Jeff. So feel free to click the presence you wish.
Okay.
And gain the element you wish. All right, and now I have room to grow.
I take it you want to add a presence?
Add presence better than other thing.
So, do you want silly energy or silly card plays?
I mean, I already have silly energy, so I don't think that matters a lot. And I'm not actually doing anything besides blowing up buildings where I am, so I guess I'll go into places where I could blow up buildings. I don't know. I'll just make a sacred site over here. That seems fine.
Yeah, it does require that it's range 0.
I have like a very target-rich environment in A2 right now, so it's not like a big deal, but...
My all-enveloping green cannot reach anywhere useful.
But your nightmares can.
Yes, so we wanted them out of this sands.
Yes.
And into...
Go ahead and push him into the jungle, I suppose, because I can power storm... I mean, if necessary, I can power storm myself.
Well, if you send all but one explorer into there, Scepter Strength is enough, right? But
Scepter Strength...
Oh, is Scepter Strength enough already?
Yes.
It's defend 5.
Yeah, then, yeah, I would just... That's fine then.
So now the question is, who gets power stormed?
I could absorb more.
That is true.
Yeah, but alternately, we could get 3 uses of sea monsters.
Well, not 3. Oh, but right, because it's repeat is its own.
Yes, I could.
Right. That's fair. You got rid of your presence up on A, so you can't use sea monsters up there anymore.
I have presence in A2.
Oh no, right, you still do have presence up there, right?
I can also wipe out my own, but could also probably wipe out my own coast.
Feel free to power storm up yourself if you've got the energy, which you don't.
I do now.
Oh, you do now, right? That's fair. You could repeat power storm to no effect. I mean, you could repeat it to get yourself 3 energy at the cost of 3 energy.
Right.
Unless we wanted to command beasts. I don't think we do. Right? There's no real...
No.
I mean, there's fear. We would generate fear. But we're fine. We wouldn't, if we could get a fear card, maybe. Wow. Okay. We're still on terror level 1, so it's all very underwhelming compared to our current power level. Does anything matter where the invaded explorers come from?
Take my one out of the wetlands on my coast.
I'm planning to poison dew there.
Oh,
Who are you? Okay.
so, okay. Then I guess this one is one less defend for whatever next time.
Yes.
And one of these two guys, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you have one up on A2 as well.
All right, we'll spread the love. Not a very exciting fear card.
Not at terror level 1, but most of them aren't at terror level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye town.
They explore
Ooh, into coastlands.
coastal lands.
That's not bad because
There's a wild on this one, so they don't go there.
and there's no escalation this turn.
Yep.
Okay. I see a silly move. Do I want? Well, call it down into D1. But actually, looking at it, I'm probably better off doing it into D7 into the down.
I mean, yeah, I can defend with Aegis a number of these sands as well.
That's true.
So,
20
yeah,
next turn is probably
preventing
good.
builds in either D1 or D2 is pretty good. You can now get rid of it. Blight somewhere.
If you're going to use it on C2, don't do it yet.
Okay. Unless there's somewhere else you guys would like me to use it, I can do it later.
I don't see any place else you can reach that is necessarily useful. It's just don't do it yet because that will power up sea monsters.
Okay. I'm going to leave that push as well till after you've gone playing with stuff. I might be able to find somewhere useful for it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with the very silly...
It's a lot of explorers.
Yes, it is.
Seamus might have been pushing a guy from the jungle into there with Shadows of the Burning Forest if you want to kill him too.
That seems
us another
perfectly
build.
sensible.
Yep.
Sorry,
Saves us
okay,
another build.
You can have the mouse.
Well, I was going to undo so that you could do that.
May as well send them to the do party.
Mm-hmm.
Do the do.
Indubitably.
It is a missed opportunity that Poison Dew Does not target mountains only or have a special effect on mountains from the Mountain Dew.
Ha. 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 Okay. We start here.
That's a lot of monsters.
So I have the. All right. So I have the repeat on an adjacent land. Oh, it looks like it's going to let me do that there, and I'm not sure it's supposed to.
I think it's got both repeats, and it's letting you do them in either order, but that might not be correct. Right?
Yes,
Or I mean, it could also be that Sea Monster's logic is incorrect. We also have Power Storm
yes,
going, so I'm not sure.
It's also showing that he can do it up on board A.
Oh, yeah, Sea Monsters doesn't
So
say
it's
adjacent
actually-
land. It just says repeat the power.
Oh.
There's another power that says that. It's not Sea Monsters.
Tsunami.
Yeah. Is it Tsunami? No.
No.
Tsunami's not repeat. It's
Oh, no.
something else.
Land Thrashes
No,
and
it's
Furious
monsters.
Pain.
Mm.
I know Land Thrashes and Furious Pain has an adjacent restriction, but I thought this one did too.
Frenzy's on it.
Somebody's yelling at us about
Yeah.
it.
Frenzy knows. Frenzy knows all.
Missed what he was saying was serious, though.
So yeah, you get to wipe out both of those lands with Sea Monsters, which is silly. And your board would be completely clear. That seems worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Also beasts. So many beasts.
It was even worth not being able to double grow next time to do that. Okay.
Why is it not letting you repeat sea monsters again?
You did.
Yes.
Yeah, he done it 3 times. But
Yes,
I
why
have.
Yeah, shouldn't you be doing it 4? Because you still
No.
have the threshold for the second one.
No.
No, okay.
Repeats cannot grant additional repeats.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that's in the rules. If you repeat a power, you ignore any text about repeating to avoid infinite loops.
Okay. Where do we want to spread wilds?
Wetlands or mountains?
Yeah, because that's what we've got coming up.
Where are they actually going to be able
I
to
have a
explore
two
is another good question.
Yep. I have a 2 ring.
Mountain A6?
That's what I was starting to look at. John, are you okay with giving up the Dahan at A2?
My thing doesn't let me push him away, does it? No. So if that's where you gotta chomp, then
It's the
you gotta
I would
chomp.
say it's the only place that I have left for punish.
Is that like
But I could also,
right? 2 damage straight to Han.
yeah. And given that situation, I could skip it this time, perhaps.
It's fine with. Sorry.
I don't think we're too worried about losing a Dahan.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems fine. They're not building like there's Dahan around that we could bring over if we want, like. So it's like not that town. That town in particular must die.
Okay,
and
Seamus, now you can absorb the corruption if you
all
want.
right. Well, I'm gonna kill this town here so that that ravage goes away, and I'll defend the other ones next turn.
And you said C2.
It's the only one I think you can reach.
Oh, there was Blight over on his own board. He could reach too.
Oh. Yeah.
There's
So
plenty of light around, but
yeah,
if you want C2 gone, I can do C2. It doesn't
No,
make
that
sense to me.
no. What I had said about it was if you were going to use it,
right.
or that if that was the one you were going to do, to wait.
Okay, so which one is most useful for people to get rid of?
I mean,
I can
right
get rid
now
of
that board doesn't need to be looked at. So
Yeah.
if there's another one you want to clear, then feel free.
Okay, it did not ask me if I wanted to spend the energy to
Yeah,
get rid
you
of
can
that.
disable the threshold if you want by bring up the
Yes,
card.
but even so, it's you may do both.
Yeah, so if you want to not use the threshold, you can disable the threshold.
You'd have to. It's a disabled threshold, then choose which one you want to do. Is what you're saying.
Yep.
So it's a. You have to remember to disable the threshold before you actually use the card.
Sure. That's how it works.
I think you now have 2 people telling you that's counterintuitive.
Okay. Seamus, you want to grow?
Always, green must grow. I have to reclaim this turn. And I think it's time to look at a major power.
We have to get all the presents from our boards onto the table.
Yes, we do.
You two have altogether too many power cards.
I do not have too many power cards.
I realize I have been enabling this as well. So
Not much.
I've been giving out minors and giving out majors without forgetting.
So, ooh.
Yeah, not too many cards for Frenzy.
Would I just be doing that for the fun of it?
I mean, yeah.
At that point, does it matter?
I know Lou doesn't like to talk about how much we're winning, but we're winning pretty hard. We're still at tier level 2, but take a look at the coastal lands and what they're doing this turn. It's not a whole lot. Now Jeff really is going to have to go to other boards. There's nothing to do.
I have been going to other boards.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. So now the thing that I'm looking at and thinking out of this is that...
Oh, I'm going to use Command Beast this turn.
Okay.
Unless people have a major objection.
It's not for one person to use, it's for the table
That's
to
true.
decide.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I would like to use Command Beast.
I'm not against it. There's no reason not to, so
Yeah.
we would have gotten more fear earlier, but it's fine to use it now.
So here's the first part of what I'm thinking, which is that if I come and push this Dahan up here to D4.
That kills invaders.
It will also block D2 from building.
Yep.
Yep.
And grab a miner.
More beasts. If we're doing command beasts, then
Mhm.
it's like pick a land to do 1 damage in.
Or gain a fear, or
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah. Not that you necessarily want to play it anyways, but
Actually, I think the one that I want for the next time that I go to see monsters is called Attend.
is this turn the next time you see monsters though? Because
No.
it could be.
are we going to call? Are we going to power storm the unrelenting growth for even more silly amounts?
You don't have enough energy, unfortunately. Well, we could probably get you the energy, but you don't have it right now.
Power storm would give me 3, and then
Yeah, Power Stone would
you
give you
can
3.
do your other innate.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying there are other ways.
Okay. John, you are dropping an Aegis to defend both D4 and D7, right?
Yep. That was the plan.
Okay. I'm just checking. There we go.
Playing anything else?
Yeah, I've got one more card play. I'm just trying to look for whether there is an answer to, is there some place that this is more immediately useful? I mean, yes, I could Power Storm if that's what we want to do.
Oh, before that, John, how far were you away from you doing the silly power?
I can do it anytime.
The Earthquake.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't usually look for that.
Do you
That
want to have some fun?
not for a while. I don't have a lot of moon or other things.
Okay.
I'll unlock the gates though with threshold this turn. So that's probably going to be enough to win in the fast phase.
Okay. Now I'm done.
All right. 5 and reclaim 1. You say. That seems good.
Oh, and you'll be getting an extra any element.
Oh, I just reclaimed both. It's like, okay. It asked me to pick, but it just picked both. I guess because they happen separately. I don't need another any element, but that's fine too.
Oh, you're not absorbing?
The person he absorbs from gets the any.
Yeah, I don't get the any. I get my
Yes,
own
but-
any.
So, if he absorbs, then he has 2 extra presence plays this turn.
If I absorb?
Yes.
Oh, right, because of the limit. So I guess I should absorb if I want to get unrelenting growth. if that's your plan.
That's pretty much what the plan was.
And Aegis was supposed to be played. And I'm going to be getting plant. So I'll just click it.
Even more presence plays this turn.
Cool. Also,
wow,
all of whatever else I played.
John,
Mm-hmm.
take a look at your other, both of your top tiers of your innates.
Yeah. Good stuff.
You're one off that.
I need a plant for that. You sending me an
sure.
any element by
Yes.
this? No.
Yep. Yes, because you're going to get 2 presence plays from the unland tree.
Oh, right.
We'll get you to your next any.
Right. I guess I'll do this first. I'm picking myself because I'm the only one with energy.
Seems reasonable.
This has a plant on it already.
It also has all three elements you need for the earthquake.
I was about to say it. That's the earthquake. That's both your top tiers.
And it also has... Right, so I just press skip here to not forget. Because Frenzy wants us to be able to forget it. There's a new UI for this that has not been seen yet. Cool. So that's happening.
Okay.
So
I have two that are going to be easy for sure. Because, hey, Mr. Energy Starved Green, have some energy.
no. I think we need to give that to John so he can pull off his.
So we can do the earthquake.
Sure.
So we're not repeating unrelenting growth this turn. But oh no.
But he does have all the elements.
I don't know that we're playing Unrelenting. We're not actually going to get to use Unrelenting Growth this turn.
I'm pretty much of the opinion that's true.
Because you know how that Super Innate is slow? It's not going to be slow.
Oh, Sky stretches to shore. Seamus.
No, I'm going to say. Oh wait, I have to get a power card.
Yeah, you
Yes,
get a
you
power
do.
card. Wouldn't Entwined Power make it so that my Innate works on your lands too? But I don't think that matters really. But
I will point out, my board is empty.
that's fair.
Yes, but he'd be able to. Oh no, he wouldn't be able to repeat it there. Yeah, no, you're pretty. You're
Friends.
not adjacent to any of.
Frenzy is enjoying this, so that's good. Turns out this is the super turn. Hey, look. Also, look at these majors. Holy crap.
I think I have to say, sweep into the sea.
You don't get to play it, sadly.
I know. Okay.
Oh, it only counts your lands. It doesn't work with Entwined Power. That's fair.
Is that in effect someplace?
I think talking about the serpents thing, it says
Yes.
number of presence you have in an adjacent, whereas this only talks about targeting, so it doesn't count for that.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Trading
Seamus,
powers?
have a lure. Yes, have a lure.
Wait, what?
You could.
Sorry, I missed that.
This is the gifting part. Gifting party.
Oh right.
You don't have to gift.
Nope.
But you can have a sweep into the sea because I know you like ocean as well.
All right, and then range one from me, no blight. We said we wanted it to be either mountain or wetland.
It doesn't
Correct?
matter. But
I
do
know.
what Do what you like.
Oh, yes, I have to push them.
You must push.
I must push.
Run away, little hand.
You got more things to do, Seamus, before I do my silly things?
Defend 2. Ravaging.
Ravaging Sands, building coastal.
Yeah. The ravages are taken care of, so feel free if you want, but they're already done. Beasts. And you got Power Storm, so you can repeat that if you want.
That again. Okay.
If John weren't going to go silly on the earthquake, you actually could repeat Unrelenting Growth because you've got the energy now.
Well, we can see what's happening with me first before you repeat anything if you want. Or do that. That's fine too.
Where do you want to stick a beast?
I mean, somewhere there's an invader, presumably. Like, my power does damage. That's just going to end it. So, how about here for more pent-up calamity fun times? Okay. So, that. Do we want to gain major powers without forgetting and add presence?
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, I only get to do one power. Right. I want to do Arisen Anger fast instead. So, okay, let's do this here. Remove the tokens. Then put them back. Beasties. We did say we wanted to defend here, because I'm sure that's going to matter. Who wants to be absorbed?
Yeah, I might as well go with green. You can take D6.
D6. Is that this?
Yep.
Actually, the thing I was going to ask is, John,
Mm-hmm.
real quick, in the event you're going to Waken Power... Well, okay, never mind. You said you're going to rouse an anger
I'm
fast.
going to rouse an anger. What element would you like?
Give me the moon, please.
We're going to click this. Oh, I have to pick a land for some reason.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to matter a ton. It can be that land. All right. We get to click all the lands and make everything disappear. Boom! Disappear. Let's make them disappear such that there are no invaders on the board at all. Right? That's the last ones.
There's going to be one
this
little
one.
town that survives it.
This little town survives.
Yes,
Dang
but
it.
we can kill him with the command beast, as I intended.
Dang it. I thought I got them all. I wasn't next door to that. And then it's like, choose all the lands where there's nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
And we can finish with the beasts. Or the ravage. I guess they won't ravage. Command beasts. Beasties. We win. There are no buildings or invaders at all on the island. Sorry, we didn't get to use Unrelenting Growth. I felt a fast rouse and anger was too exciting.
It was.
It was very much.
They have been utterly destroyed. Points 48. Short of 54. That's okay. We didn't have too much Dahan adding mechanisms for score boosting.
Yep.
Did we need it?
No. Cool. So yeah, that was pretty good. We got to see actually Pent Up Calamity isn't in the beta yet, but it will be pretty soon. And of course, events and scenarios and adversaries will be coming and being previewed soon as well. Probably not on Tuesday, but stay tuned for future streams and previews.
Is this the first stream game where Serpents got into Earthquake?
I don't know. I feel like it might have happened before, Seamus. Do you remember? I think we probably tried to make it happen once.
No, we haven't. We've been planning on doing it, but we actually haven't done it yet.
Okay. It's
That was
definitely
the
the
first
first
time
time it happened in the fast phase.
It's the first time we've done it. It's the first time we've done it on stream, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Unless Luke's managed to do it in one of his.
Right in the Dolphin's Dive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I wasn't sure if it happened on a Handelabra Live either.
Yeah, probably not. So, not something I usually, I don't know, often don't focus on getting to that with Serpent because there's so much other things you can do. But it is obviously powerful.
Quite.
Generally, if you're getting to that, you're going to win anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like Jeff and I were talking about Cast Down into the Briny Deep. It's like, yeah, you could win the game with this 9 energy card with a really difficult threshold, but if you're managing to do that, you're probably winning, whether you've got that card or not. And if you're wondering what that card is, I will pull it up on screen because it's a unique effect.
Yes, it is.
Destroy the board containing target land and everything on that board. All destroyed blight is removed from the game instead of being returned to the blight card. So yeah, destroy a board. Stay tuned for some stream where that will happen, I'm sure, at some point.
I will be not nom-nom-nomming everything.
Yeah. Does that work for... Does Ocean actually get to drown everything?
Unfortunately, not.
No.
Because they destroy.
Right. Yeah, so. Cool. So, look forward to that in a future stream. So that is going to do it for Spirit Island Saturday. It is the lateness, and so it is time to end. Thanks to Seamus and Jeff for joining tonight. It's always good to have a rotating cast of characters and spirits here in the game. Anything you want to mention before we sign off?
I will be back on Monday with Luck of the Seamus, and I may have a special guest.
Ooh, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
No special news from me tonight.
All right, Jeff is going to go sleep for a long time.
I will also be going to sleep. Oh, and I may have a new mod as well on Monday.
Oh, cool. Excellent. So, thanks everyone for watching. Check the schedule out coming up in a moment. And also note that Tales from the Archive is not updated on the graphic, but it is at 6 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So if you want to watch Zach's stream tomorrow, tune in at 6 o'clock Eastern or whatever that is in your own time zone. Thanks for watching and have a great night, everyone.
Night.